It's happening in every neighborhood.
Open the door! Who is he? Huh? This is why you really want to leave me.
No, I didn't.
Down every street. Sickness. Addiction. And violence has been turning countless homes into crime scenes. Suffering. Depressed. Alone. Suicidal.
A very good morning to everyone. Welcome to your program, Problems and Solutions of this Thursday. Today we'd like to introduce you the story of two people. That is Andrea and Anna. They arrive at the Universal Church with problems, without solution, with impossible problems. That perhaps is what you are facing right now. A problem that, humanly speaking, is impossible for you. But they found a way. You know that is written in the Word of God. Jesus said a certain time, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And they find a way. They find a way out of the problems. They find a way out of the situation that they were facing. And you who are there watching me right now, regardless of your religions, of your problem, of your background, you can find a way out of your problem. That's why we have our lines open. If you'd like to talk to us right now, you have our WhatsApp number below your screen. Also, if you're watching me from Facebook, you have the messenger where you can be in contact with us, and we have the pleasure to speak to you and to help you with through a prayer, help you through an advice, help you for you to come out of this situation. You who are there and your life is upside down, call us now. Text us now. We're going to have the pleasure to help you. The same way that these two ladies, they were helped and their lives were transformed. Watch the stories and we'll be back with you straight after.
Hi everyone, my name is Andrea and I'm from the Manchester branch, and I just wanted to share my testimony with you all. Back in April, I was placed on furlough. I'm an office manager, and obviously with everyone working from home and we're working remotely, my job was less in demand. So 2 weeks ago, my boss called me, and due to the restructuring of our department, in 2019 we were taken over by another company, and that I was placed on the at risk of redundancy. So initially, you kind of panic a little bit, but I just kept remembering what the pastor said in the services, that he didn't want to hear us coming to him saying that we'd been made redundant or we'd lost this due to the pandemic as children of God. Also, there was a purpose where we wrote down what was taking our peace and placed it on the altar. I also slept with it under my pillow for the whole week. And also, this month's tithers consecration was the blessing of the possessor. So I took the envelope and with the offering, and I'll give you this if I'm successful or not. I'm still gonna present this challenge offering, because whatever happens, you'll bless the work of my hands. That's it. I'm a tither. I'm faithful in my tithes and offerings, and you're blessed just like your word said. So I prepared for the interview. I had my second meeting this morning with HR and my boss, and I was successful. I'd won the role, and it's only God. It's not by my strength. It's only through God, because some of you might already know that this job was won through a campaign initially. Everything, the job was perfect, the location, the salary, and you can't lose with God. It's something that he gave me because I was like, let your will be done. So just remember that you're not alone. Be faithful, keep your eyes on Jesus and keep going, because you're not alone and God truly honors. Thank you. Bye.
You who have been far from God, you feel spiritually weak. You who haven't been to a church in years, God hasn't forgotten you.
The first
first day I remember we came to the Universal Church, we were received with open arms. I wasn't judged. They didn't look at me because of the color of my skin. They were very open and welcoming to me, not mattering where was my background from or what economic status I had, but they accepted me with open arms. And from that day forward, I saw a change in my life. I was able to sleep. That first night I left from the Universal Church, I wasn't able to sleep. I had insomnia. I also suffered with spiritual problems, or I would see things in the night. That night I was able to sleep. And thanks to the Universal Church and to God that used those men and women of God to help me and to guide us, that our family now today is transformed. Our lives are transformed. I am a woman that is complete, that is in peace. I no longer have hate. I no longer have anger. All of my family now, thanks to God, is complete and together, and I can say with all certainty that I'm a happy woman, married, and have a blessed life thanks to God.
Pay very close attention. 10 signs to identify depression. You have no goals for life. You feel numb. Life has no color nor meaning due to the numbness you have inside. Change in appetite and energy level. Change in concentration. You can't focus on anything you do. Anxiety. You worry and fear about everyday situations. Excessive anger and mood swings. Suicidal thoughts and attempts. Sleepless nights. Sadness and loss of interest. You are constantly feeling lonely and severe sadness. Can you relate?
My name is Anna, and my financial problem was that I was in my comfort zone and there was not much progress. There's so many things I wanted to achieve, but I couldn't bring myself to achieve it because there were so many external factors that wouldn't allow me financially to achieve those. Until I was inspired and I allowed God to take control. And I remember I had an interview and I went to the place and I prayed 7 times and I determined that this job would be for me if it was God's will. I just immediately got the job, and the owner himself decided to mentor me. He saw potential in me. He said he saw something about me and he wanted to personally mentor me. And now this is something that I completely had no experience in, but it didn't matter because God was with me. So they saw something in me and they want to invest in me. So they just gave me the job straight away. So they saw something in me and they wanted me to train other people how to sell because I made the most amount of money that anyone has made in that office for the first week of starting a job. And not only that, God is placing me around millionaires. I'm a motivational speaker for those around me, and there's the potential of me having my own personal marketing business, which I believe it will happen. And not only that, but God has allowed for me to bring souls to his house, because within this job I have touched many people and I have brought people to God's house, and they're asking me questions and they're asking me about God, and they're curious and they want to know what's different about me.
As these 2 ladies found help, my dear friend, you can find help as well. That's why the doors of the Universal Church are open every single day, where you can come, where you can receive an advice, where you can make a chain of prayer, and surely that your life will change. But we are looking forward for this special day that is going to take place on the 15th of April. On Good Friday, we will have here at the Universal Church in Sweden the event called Cross It Out. You know, maybe you have a problem that you don't accept anymore. But in the same way that you don't accept anymore, you don't know how to get rid from that problem. So on this day, we're going to teach you how you're going to cross this problem out, remove this problem for once and for all from your life. Because Jesus carried on the cross our sorrows, our pain. Jesus made a huge sacrifice for us to receive the main blessing of all blessings. Of course, Jesus died for us to be healthy, for us to be prosperous. But the main blessings of all blessings is to be saved. And maybe you are there on the other side and you are depressed. But Jesus took on the cross that depression. Maybe you are there alone. You feel empty. You don't know why you suffer with this sadness. Perhaps you are someone that you look to your life and you say, I don't understand why I'm suffering, because I have my family with me, I have financial stability, but I carry this unhappiness, this sadness that destroys me. And many times I think that dying is the best solution. You know, my dear friend, Jesus took that on the cross. You who are alone, you who are without family, you who have financial problems, Jesus took all our sorrows on the cross. And He took all of them for us to receive the main blessing of all blessings, that is life. So on the Good Friday, the 15th of April, we're going to cross out our problems. He in Stockholm at 3 p.m. is going to take part. This event is going to be only one time at 3 p.m. here in Stockholm at the Birger Jarlsgatan 106. We are close to the t-bana Tekniska. You are our guest to join us at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Also, we are near to Odenplan. Also in Gothenburg, we're going to have this event that is going to take place at our Universal Church in Gothenburg. That is at the Ringögatan 13, Infart 7. We are very close as well to Bacaplan. For more information, you can visit our website www.uckg.sc for you to have more information about this event and also more information about the Universal Church. Because if you cannot wait for the 15th, and I believe that there are many people watching us right now that you cannot wait for the 15th, you can visit the Universal Church today. You can visit the Universal Church tomorrow, Friday, this coming Sunday, because every day we have chains of prayers. And you are our guest to join us. We're going to leave you even with the spot of our days and times where we have our chains of prayers. Give your step of faith, my dear friend, and surely that a new life will going to start from now on. Like it happened in the life of these ladies, will happen in yours. Have a blessed day. May God bless you.
This is your UCKG timetable, helping you to make a new beginning. Mondays, a meeting focused on achieving more in your financial life. Tuesdays, prayers for healing. Wednesdays, a meeting teaching you to develop in your spiritual life. Thursdays, a special prayer for the family. Friday, a service for your spiritual deliverance. Sundays, reconnect with God, the main meeting for your spiritual strength.
I'm not leaving this hospital until I know what's wrong with my daughter.
You want out? That's fine with me!
This program is brought to you by UCKG.